Okay, let me play off some words here, because kingdom of fear, which refers to what? Kingdom of fear.
Well, the USA in 2003.
Yeah, in 2003.
Yeah.
Yeah, the kingdom of fear.
Well, could you characterize it as any other direction? That people are, I mean, the economy, as I say, is not just a mechanical thing off in the corner. It's
how we feed our children.
Yeah.
It's how we pay our mortgage.
Yeah, if we
pay our mortgage.
Right. I mean, every small thing is affected. It's that economic insecurity that when you don't know, see, that's why I've always had that as a writer, like what's coming next. Well, but people with jobs, we have a job, but we won't get into that. But
who has a job?
Well, you.
Of course I do.
Yeah. And I sort of do, but I'm not talking about us yet. I'm talking about the 2 million people who've been fired or...
Unemployment's up.
Employment's up?
Unemployment is up.
Oh, God.
Unemployment's up.
You call it down. I mean, well, not unemployment, but...
Yeah.
No, I mean, you can't operate a country or an economy without people at work.
Yeah.
People feeling good about what they do and what they're, we always used to think that we would expect in this country, that we would always have a better standard of living than our parents. And now we don't expect that, do you? I mean, does anybody?
What is it you want the United States to do vis-a-vis its future? I mean, were you happy with, let's say, enthusiastic about, say, the Clinton administration, which this administration succeeded?
I wasn't put into, I'm not in a state of desperation. I expect to be, now, often am, but when I see the country all around me, when I, see my friends suddenly shattered and with their stocks and...
yeah, exactly.
The government should at least take care of its people,
right,
not hurt them.
I agree with that.
Yeah.
Very much agree with that.
Yeah, it's like the Hippocratic Oath, first
exactly.
do no harm.
Exactly.
Now, this guy has done harm. Don't you think? Would you agree with that?
Oh, sure. When people are out of work, I think that's harm. I mean, and I also, when I think NIH ought to have a huge budget, people who are doing important scientific research.
Well,
but I also think that they took a positive step with respect to AIDS.
That's bullshit.
Well, that's what? Bullshit.
I mean, excuse me, but he's not going to do anything for AIDS. That's just a PR step. There's no funding for half the things he said the other night, except did you see him? Well, you did, of course. Well, I'll tell you this anyway. At the end of that speech, he went on for 20 minutes longer than he was scheduled. He was supposed to stop at 41 minutes, and he went on to 60. And during the last section of it, well, he was glistening. He got that kind of religious zeal. It came over him. It was like he was not quite glowing, but glistening. Yeah,
he's born again.
Yeah, and that is. I have nothing against Jesus freaks. We call him that. But Jimmy Carter, I still get along well with Carter. He's an old friend.
Me too.
And I got along with him.
I was happy to see him get the Nobel Prize, weren't you?
Yeah, very
much.
Yeah.
So. And there's a guy who left the president and said, I'm going to do something. I'm going to make a difference. Wrote a couple of books. He was broke, too. He was broke.
Yeah.
I mean, the peanut business was in bad shape.
I went down there, took a tour of the factory, and I still have a big bag, quarters, peanuts.
Yeah.
I flew back from somewhere yesterday, Colorado, with a guy I didn't recognize, but I happened to, just be seated next to him. And all the way across from Colorado, we got talking about politics, and I carried on sort of like I am now.
Yeah.
And I finally offered him, I said, I have a car coming out here. He came into work.
Yeah.
And I said, I'll give you a ride into town. And he said, no, I have a car coming from me.
Yeah.
But we've gotten to be not friends, but interested. And I've been raving just like this. And he said, I said, what's your name? Hi, I'm Hunter Thompson. He said, I'm Pete Dawkins.
Pete Dawkins.
I
know Pete Dawkins well.
You do?
Yes.
Yeah, I liked him.
I mean, in 1960-something, This was the guy who was head of the Cadet Corps.
Yeah, yeah.
He was Heisman Trophy winner. Do you know that?
I don't remember it.
Well, he was.
The lonely end, right? Is he the lonely end?
No, he's a running back. Number 24 at West Point.
Dawkins?
Yes. Pete Dawkins, who was a...
He's an All-American football player.
And then he went to Oxford.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. He went to Hickory Hill.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
That's true. Tell me about this. This is a great encounter.
Yeah.
And so you two talked about what? You know, he was also a former general, one of the youngest
general
generals.
in the Army, yeah.
And he retired to go into first business, then politics.
I liked him. I got along with him fine. I
He's a
expect
great
to
guy.
see him again.
I went to, on the 300th anniversary of West Point, I took him to West Point, and we did a whole special about West Point. Pete Dawkins. He's a great, good guy.
God, Charlie,
Very
you're on
good
top
guy.
of everything, aren't you? Yeah. But I'm shocked that you don't see an alarming trend developing here.
Here's my question for you.
Okay.
As smart as you are, and writing as well as you do. See, I'm setting it up, see?
Good.
And with this forum, you always have.
Yeah.
Right here.
I love coming here, yeah. Despite your... Yeah, go ahead.
Why aren't you writing about that in this book and not writing about Al Gore, the last president you referred to in this book? Why aren't you writing about America today?
Charlie, let me have that book. Yeah, let me see what we got here. And you can just read a...
Read me something.
Well, I'm not sure if I can do it.
Don't read me Timothy Ferris's introduction.
No, I'm just going to have you read something, actually, just a paragraph. You can read the title there. Yeah.
Right here.
I think this book is all about Butch. Yeah, no, we don't have to read that.
No, of course I'm not.
It has nothing to do with the content. Yeah.
And forget the title.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
You're
forget the
not going to
title.
be setting me up.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't do that. No.
Let's face it, the yo-yo president of the USA knows nothing. He is a dunce. He does what he is told to do, says what he is told to say, poses the way he is told to pose. He's a fool. This is never an easy thing for the voters of this country to accept. No nonsense. The president cannot be a fool, not at this moment in time when the last living vestiges of the American dream are on the line. This is not the time to have a bogus rich kid in charge of the White House, which is, after all, our house. That is our headquarters. It is where the heart of America lives. So if the president lies and acts giddy about other people's lives, if he wantonly and stupidly endorses mass murder.
What do you think bombing the whole population is?
As a logical plan to make sure we're still number one, and they don't have to make sure we're number one. He is a jackass by definition, a loud and meaningless animal with no functional intelligence and no... Hunter S. Thompson is here, my friend, and I'm pleased to have him on the show anytime. We will do this again. It's great to see you.
We will.
You are in good form. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Kingdom of Fear, Loathsome Secrets of a Star-Crossed Child in the Final Days of the American Century. All right, America, are you ready for this? This is the cover. This is the front cover of this book. And this would be the rear cover. There is Mr. Thompson engaging in one of his favorite pursuits, shooting. Am I correct?
Yes, that's true. Yeah, it is.
All right.
Yeah.
Hunter S. Thompson. Thank you for joining us. See you next time.